You're now listening to MEME. MEME. You're now listening to MEME. Yeah, yeah. MEME.
This is the MEME Podcast, where MEME stands for music, movies, improvs, everyone must envy.
Gunshot?
Yeah. It sounded like machine guns. Where we make memes on air. We're the only podcast that memeifies and discusses Black entertainment, past, present, and non-existence, that you need to love and respect for the purpose of you appreciating the culture more and us pushing the culture forward. I am your host, African Jackson.
I am Hordo. I heard keep these whores right.
And I am the Crimson Bruja.
Got you all in check.
I was gonna say the hag.
I thought you go with the hag. Oh, hag.
Oh, hag. But I am the Crimson Bruja.
Okay, Crimson. So this is season 9, Divine but Out of Line. Hashtag Debo. Meme number 98, entitled Blackifying Doctor Strange 2. Hashtag RIP Kevin Samuels. Hashtag RN Strong J. Hashtag RN stands for real nigga, not registered nurse. Hashtag Wandisha. Hashtag Vision. Hashtag Africa Jones. Hashtag Illuminati. Hashtag Live and Learn. Hashtag or Realize and Die. Hashtag Book of Ashanti. Murder Inc.
Oh, baby.
Hashtag.
You got any other ones?
Hashtag foolish ass niggas.
That's it?
That's it?
Hashtag Farewell Fee. Peace. So you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play,
Hashtag
Stitcher.
I'm off the bill, bad boy.
Okay, let me add that to them. Hey, you remember that? Have you been talking about every show since the last post show?
So will this be like Downtown Podcast or something?
Downtown.
So no, because I'm no longer under Andre Harrell.
Well, he's Andre.
We friends.
That's Andre.
We're friends. I still might come to him for advice, but I ain't gonna work for him no more.
I gotta fire you. I gotta fire you. So take out payroll.
Does that mean I'm heavy D in this?
If you want to be.
Oh, thanks.
It'll be the second show in a row you've been heavy D.
I don't want to be a Dr. Jekyll.
You can be Mary J. Blige.
No.
Wrapped up in a...
So you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting seasons 8 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 7, pre and post shows and other exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast, TheMEME podcast. Donate, support, and become a meme or a memer. Topics of the discussion. We got a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Like they used to be. And we got Blackifying the Strange Madness. And then last but not least, segment 3, Illuminati. The cure. The cure.
Burn, burn, burn. That's the cure. That's the cure from the Nays album.
Hashtag rest in peace, Kobe and Nip. That's off the rip.
That's off the rip. King shit. If it ain't about fam, it don't mean shit.
So before we get into the show.
I think I really waited till the end of the song to say that.
That's your last verse of this album. Off the rip. Who's sick with this album?
So as it just said, hashtag farewell Fee. So this will be Fee's last show. She's off to build Bad Boy, do better things. She said she don't fuck with us niggas.
I didn't say that. First of all,
Go ahead and set the narrative straight.
please.
So you want to be Wandisha?
It's time for me to go and live life a little bit, and I'm not quitting per se.
You got fired.
You fired me?
That's what happened with the Bad Boy and Andre Harrell. You had to fire him.
Well, you didn't fire me.
You quit.
I made a choice to take a break.
And
to choose me and take a break. So I can do other things.
she has to recharge and refill her coffers.
We've taken breaks when you need to take breaks.
No.
Yeah.
I'll be on the show struggling.
You're a liar.
I'll be on the show struggling like a motherfucker.
We
boy.
took a whole hiatus.
That wasn't because of me.
You needed a break. And then season 6, me and Christ ran it because you needed a break.
Yeah, I was still showing up though. That's the difference.
I can show up and not do shit. What
That's
would be
what you do now.
Exactly. What would be the difference? You see how I told you I don't add shit. I just be here.
Well, let me put it on record. Fee has brought a feminist perspective and a lot of musical knowledge. And the fact that you're on the show was based off the fact that your knowledge is on par, if not excels ours. So I will give you your flowers while you're here.
He won't do it. You didn't clap, nigga. You had people clap for you.
You push the button.
I push the button for them niggas to clap. They do what I tell
You
them
had
to do.
people clap for you.
I was gonna give you your flowers as well. We appreciate what you've contributed to the show. As Christ just said, your knowledge, most people, not even just singling out women. I can say women, but just in general, your knowledge exceeds what a lot of people bring to the table. We pretty much know a lot of rare stuff that only me and him know in regards to like music, movies, comedy, and things like that. And then it's like you've come to the table and stepped it up, pretty much gave us a whole different vibe, perspective on a lot of different things. So we do appreciate what you've contributed. We hate to see you leave, but you have to do what you gotta do.
I'm just
She'll be
taking a
back.
break.
She'll be
Back in
back.
3 shows. Hey guys.
I'm just taking.
We'll say the Kenny episode for her.
I'm taking a well-needed break.
Give me a break.
I was actually watching that the other day.
Yes, I was there.
Oh yeah, was that?
Yeah, Mother's Day. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was like, I could have
Nigga,
sworn.
I was there with you.
I didn't remember where it was.
We
I just
started
remember. I was like,
watching.
damn, I watched that shit?
We started watching M.E.M.E.
Amen.
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 I wasn't really paying attention to that spot. I was like, damn, I remember seeing that shit. Okay, all right. So yeah, so we wanted to give you your flowers and say thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I thank you.
Thank you. So secondly,
Well, you know, I've had enough.
I knew it. You lied.
He lied.
Oh, he can find that button today.
Fucking lied.
Well, I was scolded last show because I couldn't find
Because
it.
you
I
couldn't
remember
that
now.
nigga wasn't here.
So I spent hours making sure.
I knew where it was.
He's been doing this.
You said what?
I got you.
So yeah, so these niggas off me like put that on the drop.
Yeah.
So secondly, let me go ahead and get my crooning on. This show is dedicated to our homie Kevin Samuels. Why did you have to go so soon?
You'll never be a funeral singer.
Shit, if old boy can do it. With the What's the boy we be laughing at that look like Michael Jackson?
Oh shit.
Damn, what is
Jesus,
Yeah.
you will turn your life around. Make you feel stronger, and you can hold on a little longer.
Jesus. Thank y'all. So yeah, if he could do it, shit, boy, I'm a shit.
You gonna grow your hair out?
Nah, I ain't gotta do all that.
So rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Made a mockery, singing Michael Jackson songs in Jesus formats.
He sang that in his memory.
Yes, I know. And then he laughed. Kevin Samuels is
Not to be laughed at.
Not to be mocked.
He is not no clown.
That is a leader.
A staple.
In the black male community, as we discussed. Black male community. Now, why he might not be...
I've gotten some information that he helped. Well, I'm pretty sure he helped a lot of women as well that took his advice and leveled up.
No, I said for her, for the conversation that we had. Now, I've seen the women who came on the show crying, and I've heard those shows. So a lot of women have thanked. Matter of fact, if you go back and listen to like a lot of his live shows, he's not really trying to kick them off, but a lot of women will call in and say, "Hey, I actually agree with what you're saying." Okay, yeah, we're trying to get somebody who disagrees. And then somebody else call, "Oh, y'all want to know that I really agree with what you're saying." Though a lot of women were agreeing with what he was saying. Mm-hmm. It was just this sect of women who saw either a part of it or it was triggering for them that had this disdain. And then you had the coonery and the buffoonery from these so-called niggas that basically were going against them. Basically, "Oh, you gotta talk to these women a certain way." Not everybody's going to talk to everybody the same way. That's a part of the problem. Everybody cannot conform to be what you want. Let people be who they are. And if you don't want to deal with it, don't listen. Don't call it to the show. Don't try to be right. Don't try to upstage them to show that you're right.
Right.
Let it go. Go live in a different. Well, go live in your own world.
Indeed. So yes, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. So go into how this show even came about, how it ties in. It's like, hey, why y'all even talking about Kevin Samuels? How's that got to do with Doctor Strange? Ain't y'all talking about Doctor Strange? What's going down? So again, we're blackifying Doctor Strange, the movie that just came out, Doctor Strange 2. So how did this come about? So season 9, when we had our pre-discussion for the season, we talked about like, okay, what are we going to do for this season? What can we do different? Because we do have those conversations. Podcasters out there, fellow podcasters out there, you need to have group think tanks to figure out what you're going to do ahead of time, so you're not just showing up and just coming up with shows. So we planned out ideas for season 9, and one of them, well, initially we were going to talk about, we was going to break down every Marvel movie in the Marvel universe and blackify it, meaning we're going to turn everything. Except for Black Panther, what if Tony Stark was black? And how would that play out in the Iron Man series? What if the Hulk was black?
He would have been killed by the terrorists in the beginning. Iron Man 1. There'd been no Iron Man 2 or 3.
Okay. So it was like we was running with those ideas. Like, okay, I had just finished watching 30 hours worth of Marvel movies, so it was like, now I'm on point. I know what's popping. So that was one of the ideas. But then I'm like, nah, let's save that for like exclusive content. We don't want to give them like a whole, like every majority of the Marvel movies and spin it and also that. That's more so exclusive content. So let's be smart. Let's not give put that out there for free. So it's like, let's just do one show just to give them a taste as to how we would flip it and things like that. See how that goes and go from there. So that's how the idea came about. So we already talked about, okay, Doctor Strange was going to come out. Well, let's go ahead and just do that movie, yada, yada, yada. So last week, me and I went to go see it. Christ, you saw it the day before. So we went Saturday. You saw it on Friday. So we went to...
actually, I saw it Thursday night.
Well, look at you. Look at you. Good. Getting in there. Yeah, shout out to you, sir.
Yeah, get in my room. And got to bed and watched the movie. Yes.
Okay. And what he's saying is he's homeless and he sleeps at the theater.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to AMC.
So yes,
with reclining seats.
So yes, so we had a great discussion. You said about 5. Who said it was 5 hours?
It was about 4.5, 5 hours.
Okay, 4
I
hours.
lost that whole day.
So 4 or 5 hour conversation, breaking down the movie. We had just seen it. Christ had already seen it. So it's like, okay, what are your thoughts? Yada, yada, yada. So then it was like, okay, how do we blackify? Like, how do we turn this into what angles are we going to take? So that's how it initially started. And then what you're going to listen to and hear today is the result of that. So it started with, I guess I can just go down through the, well, we'll get into that, whatnot. But for the most part, Kevin Samuels had just passed. The news had broke, whatnot. I think the day before, or was it? No, it was the day before.
It was
Thursday. He died Thursday, and then here we are Saturday. So
yeah,
it was still fresh for the most part. So we pretty much began to start breaking down the movie, having conversation, and then there was that one point, which we'll get into in a minute, that pretty much opened the door, and we ran with it. So that's what we do here on the MEME podcast. We don't just break down movies. Now, well, we memify them, but now we're going to be blackifying them. So we can go ahead and get into segment 1. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Memories like they used to be. So yeah, your thoughts, memories on the movie. What did you like? What didn't you like about the movie? Who wants to start?
You can start.
Why?
Since you had the most displeasure.
Well,
damn, then let me start with my happiness then.
Go ahead.
All right, so let me break down how I watched the movie. So what had happened was I was at my house, right? And I just got off work. Oh
AMC.
yeah, at AMC. I just got off my other job. And I got home and I was like, hey, Doctor Strange's about to come out. No, it's not happening. I got home and I have this thing on my television, on one of my TVs. So I came in the room and then I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Matter of fact, yeah, y'all bootleg that shit. Fuck y'all niggas. Anyway, so I came home and my roommate was like, he was going to the TV. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to decide.
My time. This show ain't never.
No, actually, this was Wednesday because Doctor Strange came out. No, it was Thursday. I was like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna wake up early, like around like 9 o'clock to go see it.
If we get swept up for conspiracy, we going too.
Yeah, well, yeah, y'all know.
Not me, because I still got the tickets on my phone.
But being that we know this nigga, we conspiring.
No, I don't know what the fuck that nigga do in his free time. I barely know him.
What's your name, nigga? Who are you?
Christ. Anywho, so he was like, yo, like it's probably on the TV already. And I'm like, no, it's not. This shit just came out like literally like 2 hours ago. So he went and looked it up, and lo and behold, it was sitting right there. And I'm like, nah, it don't work. So he clicked on it. It was pretty crisp. I was like, oh shit. I immediately went to my room, but I was like, first, I still have not seen Spider-Man No Way Home. So I had to basically watch Spider-Man No Way Home.
You are this nigga.
Yes. So I had to watch Spider-Man No Way Home, and then I backdoored it and watched Doctor Strange. Now, overall movie.
Hip-hop be fucking up the culture. See how rappers be fucking up the culture? Niggas be telling on themselves and shit.
Yeah, I see you. I just heard the whole thing.
Give
You
a
lucky
shit.
I don't snitch on you myself.
Wait till.
To keep me out of trouble.
Wait till. I don't care.
I got some chicken sandwiches in there for you.
Some chicken. Okay, I'm kind of hungry.
I'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
Angel too.
Just give me an A&W root beer.
Wash it down.
Wash it down. No, so I watched it both back to back. Overall, I liked the movie. It was, of course, the little goofy stuff about it that kind of like how you brought up the fact that in the first one, how did you learn all the metaphysics projected in the astral plane? And you just got here.
2 weeks, nigga. You've been at 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it was some similar stuff like that. We'll get into it later. The discrepancies, like you don't have no kids, but you're going to be fucking up these universes to get your kids that you don't have. I didn't like. I would say I didn't like it. It was just more so the whole Illuminati part, it was kind of like I would say it was forced in there, but it was kind of like, okay, see, we're doing something different. Hey, it's kind of like, all right, it was cool. And then the people they chose, like, okay, hey, cool.
The weakest niggas. The weakest niggas
It wouldn't even get that
in
far.
the entire universe.
And we'll get there.
Oh, hashtag spoiler alert. If you ain't seen the movie, get your ass up and go look at it. Don't blame me. Go ahead.
It's out there. But overall,
Obviously, you just told them how to see it.
No, I didn't tell her what to download. But
I don't know this nigga.
You want to go do something else while this nigga sitting here? I don't think we should be on camera while this nigga sitting here doing
incriminating
this.
himself.
let me tell you about the first time I downloaded it.
You want to go do something else?
Go to this website. Yeah, check out my phone. You go here. Boom, boom, boom.
No, but overall, I gave it a 7.5, 8 out of 10 as a movie. It's like overall, it was good. I just didn't like. Oh, I also like the fact that they didn't explore him and Mordo in the 616 universe's issues.
What area code is that?
616 is
Detroit?
Earth 616.
Detroit.
Did you watch the movie?
Well, it's 616 on Lilo and Stitch as well.
So Lilo Stitch is in the Marvel universe?
I hope not.
Look this shit up. 616 area code.
No, there's not an air. Jesus Christ. So the 616 was coined as the Earth 616 by Christine in the freaking movie. And that was a huge deal because 616 was the comics version of the Earth of Earth.
Nigga, they was in Michigan.
Okay.
In Grand Rapids.
Oh shit, that's my baby mom's zip code, and I'm sitting here like I don't fucking know. that's a toy zip code.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
They was over there with her.
I'm talking to her also.
Nigga, we just saw her. She
Yeah.
was there that Saturday.
Oh, that's why she was there. Because they was in the 616.
Mm.
Okay. That makes sense.
They were there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they
Okay.
were
Look
there.
at Gad. Synchronizing. Go ahead, sir.
No, yeah, that's a 75, 8 out of 10 as a movie.
Okay.
I had some issues with it. My issues were the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much the casting of the Illuminati, but the power metric
Or lack thereof.
or lack thereof, if you will. I get what it was. I get its purpose, I guess. And I understand and enjoyed what it came to do. Also, my other problem was there was so much jammed into less than 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That is the shortest Marvel film I've seen in a very long time, and I believe they tried to do too much in a little bit of time. And we talked about this, and I feel like there's a lot that's left on the cutting room floor.
There is. They had to reshoot and change a lot of the movie because they said the original version that they put out, they did the testing for it. A lot of people were confused, like they didn't understand what was going on. So they had to go back and reshoot a lot of stuff.
Well, I believe that stuff will come back. There will be an extended version.
Yeah, I want to see the original.
Yeah, it was
Like,
You
who,
know
who would they get in to
it's
come look at
Marvel.
the...
It's Marvel, and when it comes out on DVD or when it comes out on Disney Plus, it's not gonna come out in that form. I believe it'll probably come out in an extended cut, or you'll be able to buy the extended cut of it because they left a lot out. But I get it. It did what it came to do. It introduced the mutants to the MCU,
Mm-hmm.
which, that's been a complaint and a wish for a decade.
Mm-hmm.
How do you incorporate them? How do you add them in? We got what we've been campaigning for is Jim Kransky as Reed Richards.
Shout out to The Office.
we got a lot of what it is that we had been looking for. I've been wanting to see what it would be like if Stefan ran into other Stefans as he did in the comics.
Well, he really only ran into one. The other one was dead.
Technically.
I found it kind of weird. He had to see his dead body and kill a version of himself. It's not nice. But he was cool afterwards.
Well, Wanda got killed by a version of herself.
When?
No, she got calmed down.
Yeah, she got checked. She got
chastised.
Send your goofy ass back to where you came from. These are my kids, bitch. Came out my pussy. Or did they?
And I mean, I guess it was just a general
in that
movie
616.
General movie goofiness that I had an issue with, like how Wong fall off a mountain and he's fine.
Oh yeah.
He didn't have a sling ring to save his shoulders. One of them hoes should have been dislocated.
Not only that, he got up and immediately climbed the mountain.
And he ain't had no coat on, and this is Arctic temperatures.
Cold,
this nigga
below zero.
And then the nigga held on the side of the mountain with one hand and threw the thing and pulled down a whole stone monster. And then had a whole rock thrown at him. He did a motion with his hand to block the thing with magic. With like, nigga, that's a whole 800,000 pound boulder thrown at you.
And you talk about our magic don't work over here. So how your sling ring working right there?
Exactly.
You contradicted yourself, but you know.
You're supposed to be the sorcerer supreme.
And then the black woman get killed by the 8,000 pound boulder.
That made me mad.
Yeah, her hair made me mad.
That pissed me off.
She got that Mordo fro.
You took that hilarious Barry pixie wig from her and then made her look like Dwayne Wayne from a different world.
It's a dry box.
And talking spicy.
They probably don't have no moisturization in that universe.
Yeah, you're part of the Illuminati, but you're supposed to be up to par, boy.
No, you a part of the Illuminati.
You're down to par.
Yeah, you a part of the Illuminati, but they threw somebody like sneezed on a statue and you got murdered.
Murked. Light work. After demonstrating y'all have a similar power and abilities, all of a sudden you get thrown against the wall and a boulder follow you to fight's over.
And I guess my other general complaint is that we took the kids. When we went to go see it, we took the kids, and I missed pieces of the movie because I had to take the kids to the bathroom, and I would get back and ask him what was going on, like what did I miss? No, this nigga, no. I said, hey, what I miss? And he looked at me and was like, nothing. And they're having a full-blown conversation on screen.
That's when she turned like the whole field red, like when he first approached. Like, I need
and I'm like, so how did he even get there?
Oh, they didn't show that. He just popped up there.
I didn't know that.
And
then I was like, so why is she mad talking about you need to turn this bitch over? Like, how does she even? And he was like, oh, so like, and then
they was in the middle of the dialogue. I'm trying to hear. It's like, nigga, you just missed out. Like I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to continue on, so I don't miss nothing.
Nigga, I
don't got time. I just watched it.
You holding me back.
Nigga, I bought you a ticket. I so graciously.
I appreciate it, but at the same time,
whatever's got to know what's going on here.
Yeah, shit, I'm missing out on it. He might say something that where it connected to the future. I'm like, damn.
And then after I got up for the second time to take the kids to the bathroom, he was like, you know what? Take them fucking drinks from them. Like, that's enough. You're not gonna keep coming in here asking me.
You buy the kids the goddamn drinks is about this.
That's
big.
Not true.
And they just. So the first time I went to the bathroom, I'm like, damn, you should have had to go to the bathroom before.
They was thirsty because the popcorn was dry. I look at this nigga. I say, yo, he had the popcorn. Did you put butter on the popcorn? He was like, I thought it was already buttered.
It was yellow as fuck. So I thought they had already pumped.
And I was like, no, it's right there by the napkins. And he was like, I didn't see it. Like, I didn't know. Like, the popcorn dry as fuck, my boy.
Niggas we ain't been to the goddamn movies in 40 years and shit. But it's like, damn, I don't know. I don't remember that shit.
And that was his argument to me. He was like, when was the last time we came to the movie theater? I was like, nigga, I was just here to see No Way Home.
No, you should have got the butter. Try to put it on me.
And then he was like, oh yeah. It's like, yeah, I bought you a ticket for that. You ain't show up. My bad. And then
but let me give him some props, because if you possibly put butter on that popcorn, they might have had the shits and you'd have missed more of the movie. So shout out to you for being a forward thinking.
Yeah, thank you. So because some people don't be seeing it.
And then he was mad because I sat him all the way in the back of the theater.
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
Yeah, that's not.
Like I saw Bad Boys,
and it was like
Bad Boys for Life.
It was like 3 other people in there. It wasn't like it was packed. There's plenty of seats.
Damn, y'all can move up.
I mean, at the beginning, I was like, because you never know who's gonna walk in and be like, "Hey, that's my chair. Get up off my chair.
Get off my dick, bitch."
That's how you get killed. That's how you get slid. We talked about this shit on the Friday show. You watching these goddamn hip hop, but you already are watching these rap videos. I ain't gonna disrespect hip hop. You watching these rap videos and shit, already incriminating yourself. Now you talking about suck my dick. That's what get a nigga slid.
Now you about to end up on KRS One Way.
KRS One Way.
So I'm like, damn, boy, they over here drinking. Like Junie was just drinking, but it wasn't like she was just like I'm like, damn, that should be gone. But I was like, hey, whatever. Then like 30 minutes later, I gotta go to the bathroom. So she take Junie to the bathroom, and then
as soon as I get back,
you weren't there. So you leave with Junie, and then Goobin was like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, hey, homie, you wait till your mama get back. Don't tell me that. I don't care.
Hey, I was gonna say this. There needs to be ground rules set for children. Hey, matter of fact,
sit your ass down. You gotta go to the bathroom before.
Yeah, hold it.
So I come back in and
then
immediately
he was like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Leave back out.
Yeah, because he gotta go to the bathroom. And I like, shit, I ain't taking him. Shit, I'm trying to watch the movie.
Like, so that's where you gotta learn how to speak up.
You're supposed to help me.
I did. I stayed to watch the movie so I can convey it to you. Shit.
And you didn't even do that.
Because they were still talking.
I can't pause it.
Yeah, I ain't got time to be explaining shit. You didn't miss like 30 minutes of the movie and shit. I gotta remember, then explain, then I didn't miss the next 30 minutes.
You sound terrible to the members out there. Like,
no, I don't. No, that's how you gotta put your foot down. Like, hey, homie, you saw your mama get up. You saw your mama get up. You should have said, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom too. You gonna wait and be like, where did my mama go? Like, she went home. And I ain't taking you to the house. So I'm like, hey. So then when they came back, I was like, hey man, get them drinks, man. I'm like, hey man, get them drinks, because shit. You don't see this?
Do you want to watch the movie or not?
We can go. No, you can go. Well, I drove us.
No. So this nigga said, he literally said, you can go. And I was like, but you brought us. And he was like, well, I ain't gonna take you home. Like, what the fuck? Why are we fighting?
Now you're making up shit. That came out of nowhere. I mean, I get, you play around and shit.
I would never, after I just said it, but I would never.
No, I was playing.
But he didn't take a child to the restroom.
Yeah, I didn't do that shit.
There's boundaries.
Yeah,
we have boundaries.
Sit your ass down. You need to learn.
This is why I don't go to movies with children.
Well, I have them.
Have I been to movies with you?
Nope.
Yes, actually, I have.
Yes.
I have been to movies with them. I want you to come back with it. Yes.
Emphatically, you have been to the movie theater with me.
With the new me, yeah.
Ain't got time for it.
So what do you think, sir?
So yeah, I was let down. Not because I saw all of it. I seen the whole movie. I saw the whole movie. So I mean, I like the different levels, in regards to like the multiverse, the idea of a multiverse, because know I'm into like simulation theory and the sci-fi stuff. So I'm with it. So I was like, okay, cool. It's like not comparing, like Inception, like that's one of my favorite movies, because it's like how they shot it, the concept, and just the idea of like going into somebody else's dreams and understanding on that level, like this is what they're doing, they're infiltrating. So it's like, okay, Multiverse of Madness, okay, multiverse, okay, boom. So there was instances that I was like, okay, cool, I like that. I like the what it's bringing to the table conversation wise. What I did not like what I didn't like was the I did set expectations, so let me start with that. I set expectations because, okay, I've seen Doctor Strange 1. I know how that ended with Mordo saying, hey, man, I've been at the School of Metaphysics for goddamn 40 years and shit. White boy came in here, took over. I'm tired of this shit. She over here dealing with the dark stuff that she told us that we're not supposed to deal with.
Bald head hoe.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, I've been lied to. My faith is crushed. So I need revenge.
Eat Jesus.
No, you too far with the dark arts to believe that. At that point,
Okay.
you are Jesus at that point.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. I'm expecting that return. Okay, Mordo. Got to see this how this is gonna play out. Number one. Number two, the talk of the superior Iron Man, Thomas Cruise.
Oh, Thomas Cruise. Yes.
Iron Man variant.
Oh, Tom Cruise mom shoes and shit.
Yeah, they was speaking that up like he was gonna be in it. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna get another version. And it's like, oh yeah, he got Thanos' head in the cookie jar. So it was like, okay. Let me see how this is gonna play out. So that's number two. Number three, I was like, okay, we dealing with the multiverse and how the trailer, I'm like, oh shit, this is about to be deep. This might be on an Inception level. So I'm like, okay. They about to hit us with some knowledge and some science, number one. Secondly, me following like these shifts in time, like, the blood moon, lunar eclipses and stuff like that. Things happen on certain days. We shifting into a different paradigm. Tomato, doesn't matter. They're gonna have some stuff in there that's gonna take us into, like, if you peep the science and understand the symbolism, it's gonna take you into the next phase if you peep what they're saying. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready for it. And I just watched the 30 hours worth of Marvel, so I'm caught up. So I'm like, okay, they really about to do this. Man, I see all that shit. I'm like, damn, Mordo on some it ain't even the same Mordo. Thomas Cruise ain't in it. They didn't really get into like the multiverse. It was just like, okay, this chick know how to jump through different multiverses. And it's like, this ain't even a Doctor Strange movie. I think after when we spoke, I was like, damn, this could have been like 6 episodes of Wanda Vision, and they could just closed out the TV show with this shit.
I wanted season 2 and shit.
No, this could have just been season 1. Like, this is because they only do six episodes. So they could have just did another 6 and then had a regular 12 episode
So you
season.
feel like Doctor Strange Part 2 should have actually been like a TV series?
No, I said this was not a Doctor Strange movie because it wasn't really centered around him. It was America and Wanda. It was a movie.
For the majority of the movie, it was.
And
then Doctor Strange was there, let me help guide you. Or the part of the time he didn't know where to go because he was following either he was following behind America to get to another dimension, and then get to the other dimension is, let's find a safe with Toro. And then
he needed this movie though.
Who did?
Doctor Strange. But
but it's like I said, this was most like this tied directly into WandaVision TV series. So it's like they could have just wrapped that shit up, put that over there in the Wanda TV series and be like, okay, cool. Then let's focus on Stefan.
Okay, so I'll take that. But I say, if we're gonna go that route, we let WandaVision be WandaVision and then immediately open with a Doctor Strange spinoff TV show to tide us over to like what probably will be the premise of Doctor Strange 3.
Well, I'll say this. Let me throw this in there. Doctor Strange, the TV show, should have been what he did when he disappeared for those 5 years and to get all those possibilities. TV show should have spunt off of that. Then part 2 should have been like, okay, Mordo, and dealing with the dark arts.
Well, I think they did address that without having Mordo in it, with the consequence, him finally receiving the consequence at the end of the movie for dealing with the dark arts and shit.
Okay.
But I was about to say. I can't remember. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, going back to part 1, back to what you were saying, and then you feeling like you can learn the arts. So This nigga, after 2 weeks of studying and practicing, this nigga went to the other dimension to fight the darkest of the darkest in that realm that looked like Tetris. He defeated that nigga. How you 2 weeks in School of Metaphysics, and then you not only you defeated the nigga that was advanced in regards that broke away, the one student that broke away, and he pretty much got his crew. He beat that nigga, and then he went into the darkest of the realms and beat that nigga. He outwitted that nigga. Like how you do that?
Time loop. That's no.
That shit.
So he used common sense of the time stone.
So you're saying the Dark Lord was that's not the Dark Lord.
He
put that name on
used
him.
common sense and the time stone to piss off Dormando.
So he's stupid.
Dormand.
So Dormand is stupid.
Dormand.
So Dormand is.
It's not that he's stupid. He pissed him off. He got tired of him. It was like a 3-year-old coming up to you every 6 seconds and asking the same question over and over and over and over.
But does
and
it?
Over and
but
over
these are
and
entities
over.
that's been around millions of years. How you gonna get tired for like 2 minutes?
It wasn't 2 minutes.
How long was
he
it?
did it for years.
That wasn't years.
He did it for years and kept flipping it back. It went.
Okay.
The sequence we saw is 2 minutes.
Okay, well let's still
But
break it
in
down.
the
It's still
theory
relevant.
of time,
It's still relevant. After 2 years, and he's been around for millions. What is 2 years? He got tired. When do
because he
get
never
tired?
loses. You can get tired of some shit if you always win. You get tired of a nigga not giving up if you always win and niggas always give up the first time. Nobody else has ever had the time stone to be able to rewind time and come back from death time after time after time after time after time after time, asking you the same question or making the same statement. Nigga, you get sick of me saying the same shit and you be like,
But you expect this being to last for years
But
for his existence. Hearing Doctor Strange,
But this is the problem with man. Giving these entities humanistic characteristics.
He looked like Groot, actually.
So how you gonna be tired? He's not a human. That's what we do to Gad. We tell Gad, or we give Gad these. Oh, he was jealous. Like how is he jealous? He's Gad.
that's what the Bible said.
The Bible.
Don't you put no God before me.
Okay. All right. So that's all I'm saying. I just wanted to get my gripe. Had to get that out of my system. Thank you guys.
No
You're
problem.
welcome.
I'm happy you saw the whole movie.
Oh, I'm happy too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would have sent you my link.
we ain't got time to be getting caught up in motherfucking conspiracy. Well, it ain't conspiracy. You sent a link. Now we in it. Any way the movie could have been better? Was it overhyped? Were y'all cool with how it was? Even though you saw like a sixth of the movie?
While it didn't meet my expectation, I recognized early that my expectation was too high for it. But it was basically kind of how you were saying, based off of wanting to see certain characters or see what they did with certain reveals.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I didn't get that many of those, and then I already kind of knew it was gonna be on some bullshit just off of how it started. Cause like, damn, y'all jumping straight into Defender Strange, and then they killed Tube off immediately. I said, damn, they killed off Doctor Strange already in the first 5 minutes of the goddamn movie. So I was like, okay, I see what's about to happen here. Yeah, so I say it didn't meet my expectation, but it was still, I said, still a good movie.
Mm-hmm. I give it a 6.
A 6.
I give it about a 8.
Why a 6?
Because my expectations, man. I was hyped. I was let down.
So you find fault in the movie and not within self.
Ooh, it hurt. No, let me reassess. Let me focus on the movie. Let me take out my
Personal gripes.
yeah, let me take out that.
Your angst.
Yes. Give it 6.25.
Thanks.
Not give it a 7. I give it a 7. Because I agree with Fee. It was like compacted. There was like too much going on in like less than 2 hours. It was like, damn, they jump from here to here to here, and it's like, damn, she devoured the Illuminati in like 2 minutes, and it was like, damn, that was easy. It was like, okay, it seemed like they didn't really have a chance. They didn't give a chance to like do an actual fight scene. She crushed the neck of old boy from Star Trek, or the Professor X. So yeah, it was just like, it was a lot in a little amount of time. They didn't really expand on certain things. So that's my ratings.
I think they showed Doctor Strange getting about to die was longer than the Illuminati fight.
Oh, you're talking, yeah, at the very end.
Mm. Yeah, I'm talking about when they were talking to him, when the Illuminati was talking to him, and then Black Bolt walked up to him, I'm sorry, and killed him. Like, that was longer than the fight between Wanda and the Illuminati.
Oh, you're talking about the other version of the that world's Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah. So we can go ahead and get into segment 2, Blackifying the Strange Madness. So the theme song for this segment is brought to you by OK Llama. We Cry Together. It encapsulates what we're about to get into. If you ain't heard that new Kenny album, go listen to it, because you know what I'm talking about. So yeah. So and then we said Wanda's theme song is what? And when I hit the block, I still will kill. Yes. Don't even look at me wrong when I come to your hood. Ain't nothing changed, still holler at the homies. Oh, and when I hit the block, I still will kill. Because she was killing. And she did hit the block.
She killed at will.
And ain't nobody fucking around.
And ain't nobody fucking around.
Because she wasn't fucking around. So.
Kids, boy. My bug kids.
So we got Wanda Vision, RN Strange, which is a real nigga, not registered nurse, Strange, and them. So going back to what I was saying, like what the Kevin Samuels connection, like how do we get here? So let me go ahead and give you that piece of the puzzle. So we was like, damn, how do we blackify this new movie? How do we approach this? We've never done this before. So it's like, okay, how are we gonna creatively, make this work, right? Mm-hmm. So the first thing that was said, we were just talking. Then it was like, damn, all Wanda had to do was go fuck. And she had some kids.
Why wasn't she fucking?
She was broken.
So no.
So it was like she could have just went to go fuck and have some kids. But that's simple thinking. That's just like, oh yeah, why don't you just pull yourself up by your bootstrap and get out of poverty?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So it's like, you can't do that. So then it was like, okay. So it was like, okay, who
would she fuck?
Right.
And I want to be very clear when I ask who would she fuck, because look at her destroy a building in the events of Civil War. Mm-hmm. Look at what she was able to do in the events of Endgame.
Mm-hmm. We went head up with Thanos one-on-one.
Look at what she was able to do in taking over a whole town in Wanda Vision. Who is fucking her? Who is willing to put their lives on the line to fuck her? I know.
Oh, not me. No.
I'll take on that challenge.
And then you also must be clear, you're gonna have to be an exceptional man.
I don't even think she has standards.
After being with Vashon, or even before we get into that, after being with Vision, yes.
But that's a robot.
It is what it is.
You think Wesley Pipes could have put it down?
Hey, some of these niggas is out here talking about, bitch, you ain't got it after fucking on a silicone pussy for months. So
That is true. Now, I would say this though. If Vision obviously wasn't fucking because
He ain't got it.
So if
Yeah, pause. You know, I was talking about another man.
that's true.
Yeah, pause.
Thank you. If Wandisha went out there and just smashed a random ass nigga, and then she got smashed right, you think she would have left Vision?
Nah.
No, because their connection wasn't sexually.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So as soon as Wanda got some good peen, all of a sudden she might be, oh yeah, well.
If a
See,
woman
there
gets
is-
off,
no,
a
no.
woman that gets off on, like, she can destroy a whole planet if she wanted to. So if you at that level of, you know, if she was getting off on that, like, the peen wouldn't do it. And it's like, nigga.
Or what?
Let me.
I went head up with
Let me-
Thanos. Like, what is this?
What is this, a dick? What is this dick?
Let me make this very clear as a woman. I know I'm talk about how much of a. Let me make something clear to you as a woman. Just because you toss me some good dick, if I am emotionally loved correctly by this nigga, all you did was toss me some good dick. I'm not about to leave this nigga because you offered me some good dick.
I'm not saying offered. She received said good dick. And let's be honest. Do you really think Wanda has received good dick in this Marvel universe?
Yeah, because she's been
Wilding.
down and out, but
No.
since day one, she ain't never been out.
No.
So how do you know? What if a good dick would have
Because
calmed her down?
she got something that she's been wanting since she was a child, and she married
In Vision.
and her and her brother lost their parents.
Mm-hmm.
She got a loving relationship like she felt like her parents had.
Okay.
Your dick don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of shit. Vision had her mind.
Okay, but if she had never got no dick, how do we know that?
She probably would have put the powers down and was like, "Hey man, let me cook you some roast beef.
Let me fuck all day.
Yeah, because all she really want to do is really all she want to do is watch TV with Vision.
So
all day.
what y'all are saying is a generalization that when all women need to calm the fuck down is some good dick.
That's not what we said. See how words get misconstrued?
I was saying this was a possibility in Wanda's case.
Yes, don't try to make
Not
it
saying
like,
for
oh, you
all
said all women. We need to
Say
protect
all.
black women. Like, we wouldn't even talk about a black woman. We talk about white ass Wanda. See, this is how you gotta be very careful with who you speak with, because they'll flip that shit and be like, oh, so you saying all women need some good dick?
No, so in order to calm her down, she needs some good dick.
It is a possibility.
Hey, but
that,
let
the
me,
events, that the events
For
of
Wanda.
Civil War possibly could not have happened if she was getting fucked.
okay, and this is a bitch with monster powers, correct?
Mhm.
I am a bitch of no talents and no powers, and I get good dick, but I cannot be contained. So what are you?
You know what? Fair argument. See, there you go. See that's how you.
Like, so what are we saying? Because you
I was saying-
offer, or she gets a slice
Slice
of
of pie.
she gets a slice of hot dick. She's going to put her powers away like a fucking toy in a trunk.
No, I didn't say she was gonna just stop. We just like, you can calm down on certain things. Like you chill on certain things. You ain't got to go all out. Like, calm down. We know you've been hurt. Some of this stuff can be healed through sex, and she just needed to be released in that way. And it was like, oh damn.
Or take it another step further. If she
So
was,
that dick has powers.
if she was getting good, wait, she got dusted too, didn't she?
Yes.
Okay, we didn't include that part in, so she couldn't fuck for like 5 years anyway. So that makes sense. But let's say she had some peen on the side. So when she dusted back, she could have went saw him, got the peen. Would she been as full of grief
Yes.
about Vision?
Yes.
Was she being so much of a grief? Was she being so much of grief that she created a whole city?
Because once the feeling of that nut goes away, you still got to deal with what's present. That is a temporary fix. And I guarantee you, this nigga's not going to be able to fuck her 24 hours a day.
Maybe how much it's going to take?
In order to keep that grief from manifesting itself. A nut is a temporary fix if you are broken.
Imagine that conversation. Like, you got to take me to the moon. Like, I've actually been there. The fuck is you doing? That's going to hurt his ego. And especially if you're doing it on a regular, like,
and then with that good dick come crazy talk. Bitch, do you know who I fought?
This ain't shit, man.
This ain't shit,
I
my
would
nigga.
hit up with Thanos. Nigga, what you talking about, nigga? Go give me some water.
So I can pour it on you. You seem like you're on fire.
The fuck is you talk? Calm down.
But actually, I was sure she could use her powers to go get her own water, but that's another story.
And then she could treat him like she treated Thanos. Like, you took everything from me. Nigga, I'm trying to do something out here and you're trying to distract me from what it is I'm trying to do out here.
I'm trying to make you feel good.
Temporary.
I don't feel good.
It's a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid, and she was gonna get to it. She was gonna do what she was gonna do. That's,
So I
that
mentioned,
sex is a temporary fix.
So
could T'Challa put it down for the 9 tray?
Being as though he got dusted as well, probably not. And then
I got one.
And then also no, because do you want that beef with Nakia?
No, then Nakia want that beef with one.
You saw what happened to Mordo, Fro. Oh, I got one. Max from goddamn Vampire in Brooklyn. Because could he knocked it down?
No, because he couldn't take over her mind.
Yeah.
No, because
why do I have out here sipping?
Yeah, absolutely not, because his gift was to make you see shit, and her gift is the same but more powerful.
So you're saying the white woman's more powerful than the black man?
In this case, yes.
Okay, there you go. So you catching on, you know. See, we try to do the same thing you just did.
In this case, absolutely.
Okay,
She is more powerful than Max, and he would not have been able to do for her or do with her or do to her what he did to
Nikki.
You know,
Nikki! Or to Basset.
Oh, yeah. He didn't knock down Basset.
But he
said on the set,
but he played with her mind. He primed her. He tried to grease her up for the sliding.
And he slid in on, bro.
Sliding on home.
So, but he wouldn't have been able to do that with Wanda.
So that
because mentally she's more powerful than him.
So that was a good one. So, but she does have a point.
So that's how the conversation started.
It is, but I'm gonna bring this up too. If she was receiving good dick, you know what she could do? Have kids. Continue.
She can't have kids
How you
because
know?
she's sterile from the experimentations.
Oh, with Hydra.
Is that a known fact?
It is a known fact.
So that further cements the fact that she does not have kids.
Technically, we about to get into it if you want it, nigga. So she created those children. Those are hers. I don't care if she created them in a lab. White people is out here creating babies in a lab every goddamn day. Them is still they kids. So her and Vision, with their minds, created something that they brought to fruition. It was touchable. It spoke. It bled. It moved. It was theirs.
So I have a question.
They were theirs.
So because Wanda envisioned it and created it in her mind, it means it's real. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Because if you believe something, it's real for you. Who the fuck is anybody else to tell you that it's not?
And I can easily flip this conversation.
Do it.
Nah, I'm not gonna go there. There's trigger warnings.
Because you could tell me something that I believe isn't real, but if it's real for me, it's real.
You know how many niggas are in jail for somebody who believes something was real, but it wasn't how it happened? A liar can believe something's real all day.
I'll give you that.
So,
but if I dream something and it's in a dream, but I wake up and it's laying next to me, it's real.
What's laying next to you?
Whatever it was, she manifested whatever it was she was dreaming about.
No, she didn't.
The children.
Okay, so you didn't see Wanda Vision, have you?
I did. We watched it.
Okay, so
he kissed her and she was magically like 10 months pregnant. And then that
was within the red reality bubble, which means that wasn't real reality. Or if you want to take it there, it wasn't in the reality of the real world. So once you get out into the real world, you have to live by that world.
But she was in her bubble, and the government destroyed her bubble. You could have left her alone.
We'll get into that in a minute. So that's how we initially began the discussion on how do we blackify Doctor Strange. So it started with pause. Yeah, it started with
like the dick that Wanda was not getting.
So yeah, it started with she could just fucked and had some kids, and we wouldn't have to go through all this. Then it was like, nah. Then it was like, oh,
imagine how tight that joint is, though.
Exactly.
Then it was like,
that's why the kids got the twins.
Imagine how moist it would get, though, if you really heated her up.
No, I wouldn't want to heat her up.
You might die.
But then again,
you will die.
So then that also answers the question: is who is willing to put their lives on the line for that molten lava?
A homeless man. A homeless man. A man that's been in jail for goddamn doing life. That's been in there for 40 years.
40 years.
So yeah, so that opened the door to like who. Then it was like, okay, we ran through like just like how we just did. Then it was like, yeah, it got to be a sorry ass nigga. It can't be like somebody that's equally powerful. It got to be somebody that's just a sorry ass nigga. Then it was like, oh shit, this sounds like what we see in society, where it's like this opens the door to the conversation in regards to like the Kevin Samuels, the high value man, the woman, pretty much on both sides, because I'm not just going to just single out just high value men and then these women that don't know, but there was some dudes that didn't know as well. So it's like you continue to attract people that don't have the value. You're allowing these low vibrational men and women to enter your lives, and you wonder why your life is not the way you want it. So it's like, well, she'd have to get with one of them types to make it happen if she just wants a kid. And then that opened the door to like, okay, well, shit, we see this in our community on a regular basis. So then that opened the door even more to begin to break down. So let me give the cast. Let me go down the cast. Let me go to the listeners. This is what came, and then we'll pick it apart, whatever.
Break it down.
So the cast, so we got Wicked Wanda, so we have two Wandas. So we got the Wicked Wanda is the perfect.
What did I tell you about Wanda's?
We'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run down this list. So we got Wicked Wanda is the perfect example of the modern woman feminist movement. Mama Wanda are the mid-black women who want high-value men. Again, we're blackifying, so don't be trying to take offense talking about, oh, why you gotta be the black woman? Like, hey, this is blackifying, so if you can't take no joke, get the fuck off this channel. So, Mama Wanda represents the mid-black woman who wants a high-value man. Then, this popped up randomly if you watch the Wanda Vision show. Agatha.
It's Agatha all along.
Is Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson is Agatha. Kevin Samuels is the defender Doctor Strange. Then Tariq Nasheed represents the third eye Strange. Then we got America Chavez are the so-called alpha males. And if you follow the movie, it's the journey from beta to alpha, the hero's journey. So that's what American Chavez represents. Then we have Christine and Aunt May. We had to throw Aunt May in there because we had a discussion about Aunt May.
Perfect example.
Yeah,
A
perfect.
little bit ago.
Mm-hmm.
We'll break that down right after I say this. So Christine and Aunt May represent all the women calling into Kevin's show Lost. Now, why did Aunt May get thrown in here? Y'all go ahead and give them.
She ain't shit.
Because let me explain something to you. Aunt May is the definition of a bitch that will be your downfall. She is the definition of a generalized modern day IG, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok model. You meet a nigga from another reality, right? Right. But first, let's be clear. You break up with a nigga giving you good dick. That's how you know that good dick ain't everything y'all making it.
No, I was gonna say that
Happy was giving her
I don't think Happy
that
was,
happy
I
dick.
don't think that was
He
fucking.
was more into it than she was.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
No, I think Happy was doing a giving her decent dick, and she wanted better.
So she thought the homeless man she found from another dimension was gonna do it. So
she thought she could fix him.
You find a homeless nigga
That's what some people
from
do.
that just attacked your nephew on a bridge. Okay? Just attacked almost
protect me.
almost murdered your nephew. You find him after you done broke up with Happy, like, nah, I don't want none of that mediocre dick no more.
I don't want no mediocre. I don't want no mediocre.
So you break up with Happy, you run into this homeless dude from another dimension that almost just murked your nephew. You bring him to Happy's house.
Without calling Happy and asking.
Mind you, Happy offers you his private residence because the news is all up in your shit.
Your nephew got outed.
Hell yeah.
So he does you a service and lets you sleep in his bed, and he's sleeping on a fucking recliner in his own goddamn living room. This nigga
with a CPAP, that nigga think he me.
With a CPAP machine. This nigga done literally gave up his life for your happiness. And what do?
He gave up his happy for your
You
happy.
parade a gaggle of niggas in this nigga home from another dimension.
And she knew that nigga had a ring, so she would see all the niggas that she would bring to his house.
And all your nephew said was, they don't belong here. They need to go back home. Because you don't give a fuck about nobody's life except making yourself feel good, all about self-gratification. Don't send them home to die. Let's keep them here and just drain all their powers. Shit goes awry, and the nigga that you saved
Power drives Spider-Man through 18 floors.
and turns out to be your downfall. All of this could have been avoided if you would have shut the fuck up and let your nephew do his goddamn job. Let me be motherfucking clear. If you want to be Spider-Man, bitch, put on this suit. Do a couple motherfucking flips out there. I guarantee that you can't. Just because you're cute don't mean that you're athletic. So let's be clear. You caused all of these events.
And then have the nerve to try to give Spider-Man some IG post game. With great power comes great responsibility. Bitch, I heard this in the last 6 movies.
So my responsibility with my great power should have been to check you, because you're out here fucking with multiple realities at this point.
He fucking up multiple universes with this fuck shit.
But because it's my aunt, I can't do any. You don't see the hell that she has caused in her wake. She done ruined this nigga life.
That nigga a little mad, unhappy.
Happy ain't happy. He already depressed because he lost his best friend. Tony dead.
And his boss. That nigga lost a job. And his best friend.
Barely hanging on.
Hanging on the string.
Can't get
the only happiness
get
he
the
had
woman
was momentary.
Can't get May to even fuck with you.
It was fleeting moments, because once that nut, the sensation from that nut goes away and you go back home, you still got to deal with what's present. Brought it all the way back around for you.
But that's the problem. See, Aunt May thought it was cool for a little fling.
But what I want to know is, it cool to fuck? Brought it back around for you.
And they did not go to grandma's.
You gotta take that snippet down.
No,
boy.
stand up.
Let's go to grandma.
So Aunt May trying to fuck with these toxic boys, these toxic niggas, boy, out here, and then you see where they get you.
Nah, she's a toxic bitch that got a good dude. And now from here on out, Happy is going to go out and be toxic to every woman he runs into.
Can you blame him?
No, she was the worst.
And it fucked up his apartment.
He don't got an apartment no more.
And he ain't
Fucked
got no
it
job.
up.
He can't. It's not like he can go apply for another. I work in the industry, so I know he's not gonna get approved.
And because at that point Spider-Man was outed, he couldn't just go rent one.
But that's what I'm saying. So just ruin it.
Yeah, when they send that rental verification over to that apartment, they was like, oh hell no, he can't move nowhere. He owe us a whole, like he got to rebuild
Them
this
niggas
whole
couldn't
building.
even get into college. They couldn't even get into college because of Peter. But you fucked over because Stark technology is missing, and you're friends with Peter. So you it's a twofer.
Well, my problem with that was nobody thought to go see Happy's apartment to make sure.
Fuck your life, bing bong. So then we have Mordo. He represents the caping for women ass nigga who really wanted the cape. And we talking about Dr. Strong. No, it's an RN Strong J's cape, because you already know what magical cape he got. So Mordo represents the caping for women ass nigga who really wanted the cape. Boom. Then we got the Illuminati. Represents the Black Boule, determining the image and the path of the Black race, holding back the alpha male and not worrying about the woman. Protect Black women. Parentheses. Then you got Wong. He's the old school pimps and players looking out for Doctor Strange and giving him guidance. The Ancient One represents the OG pimps, the Bishop Don Juans, the Pimpin' Kins, and things of that nature. Now, the Wongs could represent like the Ice-T's and the Snoop Dogs, the next generation after the Bishop Don Juan.
Of OJs.
Then we got the multiverse. The multiverse. What does the multiverse represent? You don't remember? This is me giving you guys the alley oops, because you said that I'd be taking out stuff and I'd be like, hey, what did you say about that? You don't remember?
Mm-mm.
You gotta set us up a little earlier so we don't have to start looking.
Y'all got the notes?
Nah,
I'm looking at
right
the
now.
notes.
Oh,
Boy, you talking about you got the notes, nigga? I'm looking at them. Do you not?
I rearranged them on my end. Because it's like all out of order and shit. Like, because we talking when we put the show together and we just coming up with ideas. I just write stuff down.
Oh, the multiverse equals the foster homes.
Yes,
and you are correct, sir. I meant what I said.
All right,
break it down.
And we'll get into that after I finish breaking this down. Okay. So the dark hole represents the extremism of a certain ideology to get what you want that's not beneficial to all. And the Book of Ashanti, oh baby, equals balancing of the dark hole. So, and then last but not least, the One Who Remains. We got to throw him in there because we made a nice little tie-in. So, He Who Remains, he was crucified in Lovecraft Country, killed by a white woman. Then he becomes He Who Remains to get killed by another white woman. So that represents the white inferiority agenda. Fuck with me. Fuck with us.
The way you just sat back and looked at the camera was just like you had done something big.
We did it. Fuck with us.
Oh.
We did that.
We sat on the phone for 5 hours. Come on,
This was a very long phone call. We started in the room, and then all the rest of the shit happened in the kitchen dining room area. Like, yeah, was a very long phone call.
Okay, so now that I ran down the cast, how does this play out in the movie?
So this is where we break down the whole goddamn movie.
No, we ain't gonna break down the whole movie. We just did bits and parts, bits and pieces. So I know we can start with the foster home. So the multiverse represents the foster homes. So, as you eloquently put it, Chavez is in a note somewhere. Let me see where it's at. I know America Chavez going through the different foster homes. She represents the
America keeping Wanda from her kids.
Right, there you go. That's what I was trying to get.
Because she controls the multiverse, which is technically the state governments controlling foster care, CPS, taking your kids and never letting you know where they are. And the harder you try to get to them, the harder they work to keep them away from you.
Kind of like TT and Set It Off.
Well, no, that was different. That was different.
That was necessary.
TT fucked up.
That was necessary.
Yeah, it was 12 adults there, and one of y'all wasn't watching that baby.
All of them watching.
And how are y'all not putting the lids tight on any of this that a 1-year-old could open it?
Immediately took
and
drank the whole
let
bottle.
me tell you something. Child locks on the lids was a thing in the 90s. So
I know a 1-year-old know to do all that. They did tip a regular drink back like that. I thought it'd be a little bit too heavy. It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So what I said for this story is Wicked Wanda and Mama Wanda are
feminism,
but they're the same person, because Mama Wanda becomes Wicked Wanda after America destroys her strong Black household.
How did that happen? What happened?
So she had her reality of her
talking Wanda Vision now.
Strong Black family.
Wandisha now. And Vashon.
Wandisha.
What were them kids' name?
Fucking, I don't remember.
Goddamn Tommy and
Billy.
I actually think it was Billy and Tommy for real.
So Vashon is or was everything that a strong Black husband is supposed to be. He went to work every day in corporate America to put food on the table, to afford them a luxurious lifestyle out in the white suburbs, okay, where they weren't accepted.
Billy and Tommy.
Okay.
And he loved the fuck out of his wife. White America hates to see it. And not only did he love his wife, he bigged up what made her special, her powers. He didn't hide her powers. He hid his. He dimmed his light a little bit because he loved the fuck out of his wife.
He came home every night singing "You Send Me Swinging," but
do you understand?
Shout out to Mint Condition. They had that on repeat.
Yes.
Did they basically just follow the booby face? I pay your rent, I buy your clothes.
Absolutely. But she cooked dinner.
No, she didn't.
No, yeah, she
tried. Agatha came and saved it.
She David Blaine that shit.
But typical Byron.
But even though you don't possess a skill that's supposed to be a staple in our household, I love you and uphold you anyway.
Wait, pause. I'm sorry. I just thought about something. I must do a callback to my childhood and give props to our gracious father, Miggy Wells. Remember the joke he used to tell? Yeah, my wife's independent. You know what that means?
Can't cook.
I'm independent.
You can cook.
Jesus.
But you're the exception. Come on, stop it. Stop it.
I want
to be included, but don't want to be included.
Talk about people don't talk about right now.
You want to play the hero and the victim.
That's what Wanda is.
Hero for
I
who?
brought it back around.
Yeah, who the hero? How's she a hero?
She's a hero, and
How?
because I'm gonna.
Because she
get there.
almost
She ain't got no
beat
kids.
Thanos. Because she almost whooped Thanos.
I'm
Thanos'
gonna
ass?
get there.
Okay. Oh, let me throw this in there before I forget. So even though Vashon was going to work every day, you had Agatha, played by Derek Jackson. He was coming over to the house on a regular, feeding her the bullshit. So he became like the work husband type shit.
And then they would say things just like how you just said, talk about, oh, us men, we need to dim our lights so that the women shine. In what world is a person supposed to be less of who they are for another person?
I didn't say he dimmed it so that she could shine more. He dimmed his powers so that they could fit in.
Is that what you said?
I think Derek Jackson came in and fucked all that up.
So he loved his wife. He loved his wife enough that he started a family with his wife. And he was very involved with his wife and these children.
Was Vashon happy though?
Vashon was extremely
No, he wasn't.
happy.
No, he wasn't.
With his wife and his children, absolutely.
You remember what happened when he discovered that she was really controlling everything? That's when she had to start messing with him to make him get back in line.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the control of the women.
So that reality, that bubble you speaking of, is the same thing that women want.
Do you feel controlled?
I'm a real man.
Do you feel like we're equal, or do you feel like I control you?
No, ain't nobody coming in here controlling me. Shit. Never.
What you looking at me for?
No, I was talking about the women.
The women that we standing for.
So there you go again, trying to personalize it. I just looked, I was like, the women, because you're making a case for the woman through. I turned around and was like, I'm
making a case that she is the modern Black woman.
right.
And America stole her Black or destroyed her Black family.
But then I'm questioning the validity of this strong Black family, because it looks to be just ran by the woman, and she's implanting or brainwashing ideas into the man.
I forgot about that part.
I did forget about that part. I did forget about that part. So squash it. Everything's gone.
No. While it looks on the outside like it's a strong family.
So again, perception is everything.
Yes, but once you get to the crux,
when you get to the internal of it, no, it's not. But perception is everything, and you don't want other Black families to see this image of that strong Black family. So what do?
What did the government do?
They created a white substance to destroy that strong Black family.
Cocaine?
You can call it crack, you can call it cocaine.
Heroin.
It flew.
That's heroin.
Bird fly?
It was the white vision. But you can look at it as a drug. Or you can look at it as
the white inferiority agenda.
You can look at the white man coming in.
Yes, or you can look at it as the white man and like benefits. Get rid of your husband. We'll make sure you get more money every month than he brings in
and then that version of Vision disappeared to go find himself.
After they get EBT. You want us to pay for your medical? Because you know medical is high. Get rid of your husband. Enter white CPS workers.
And we start to see Derek Jackson more. So,
you are a queen.
Don't let him being absent deter you from who you are, your value.
Your value is with God, and God loves Black women.
Protect them. So that was a nice tie-in regards to the foster homes representing the multiverse, and then we tied in the Wanda Vision with Vashon and them, and the strong Black family, and how the outside government came in to destroy the nucleus, the image, the story that played in our heads as to what the ideal household should be. So yes, So yeah, so listen, wait a minute, saying Rambo.
So what happened to her kids in that said reality?
CPS came and got him.
Mm-hmm.
No, last time I checked, she went to sleep and then woke up and they were no longer there because she set the reality back. So she, for a second, was clear in mind and realized, hey, I did all this stuff to these people. These people are pissed at me.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, she decided to go off into the jungle or wherever the fuck. But instead of her finding peace and silence and reflecting on what she done, she grabs a hold of the most evilest book of all time and is trying to find a spell to find a universe that has her kids.
But also, let's be clear, Agatha gave her that starting point.
So it's Derek Jackson's fault.
I would say so. Unfortunately, Agatha had that powerful book that said all of the things that she could do that she had no idea.
She showed
that
her the
she could
true
do.
nature of witchcraft. Showed her how to really do the spells and
She thought that
protecting
she
herself.
was an anomaly because of the experiments from Hydra. Comes to find out, nah, bitch, you a born witch.
So what kind of message are we sending with this? Oh, you can be anything, you can do anything with the witchcraft aspect or the manifestation aspect. Where is the boundary?
In her case, there are no boundaries.
Because
left-handed path.
Yeah, with the left-handed path, yeah, there are no boundaries. Well, there are boundaries, but that's when you get jammed up doing things that, you know, are out of your scope, experimenting, and you can get jammed up and sat down.
I just thought of something else. Earlier, we were talking about who can Wanda seek solace with her grief.
Mm-hmm.
The Eternals. Old Asian chick that was messing with Jon Snow.
she didn't know about them.
She didn't know about what?
The Eternals.
Not Wanda, but I was just saying from the aspect of she was an Eternal. She was messing with Icarus, somebody on her level, but she downgraded and found happiness.
She wasn't really happy.
So what if Wanda would have fucked with the Dark Lord's dad? Celestial. Can she fuck with a Celestial? She had to fuck with a Celestial?
Ego?
Huh?
With Ego?
What's his name? What's
Peter
that?
Quill?
Peter Quill's dad.
She
Ego.
can't fuck a living planet.
But he personified, he came down as a man though.
He wouldn't have been able to impregnate her.
But he impregnated to get Peter Quill. So how's that possible?
He impregnated a human with the ability to get pregnant. Wanda could not get pregnant due to the experimentation.
But you got all your goddamn spells. You can't put some magic on your cooters and be like,
you can go through all the universes to try to find said kids, but you can't do so to say, hey, we can fix that little problem that we had earlier.
Yeah, let me whammo. Now I can have kids.
Whammo.
Now I can have kids. Where Peter Quill daddy at? The guy fuck with a Celestial.
Also, it's not a thing that she knew existed.
Fuck with my ego and shit.
It's not a thing that she knew existed.
That's where you gotta find. Like you finding if you can find some kids in another universe, you can go find Peter Quill dad.
Out in space.
Yeah, she'd been out there.
She hasn't been out there. She hasn't been to space.
Yeah, she didn't go to space.
Oh, she didn't go?
No.
But you can go to a different multiverse. Like, let's make that make sense. You can go through all these multiverses to find some a version of yourself that got kids, but you can't get on her. Goddamn America so-called went out there in 69. Shit, she can go out there with her powers.
It sounds to me like she did not think outside the box. She wanted something, and she just thought about one way to do it, and just did it.
She wanted those kids. In whatever variants. She wanted those
So, but that's the problem. Like, okay, just because you want something the way you want it, doesn't mean that's the way it's going to be.
It's true.
Sound like she was lazy. She didn't want to put no real work in.
Yeah. Okay. She wanted to show up, use her natural abilities, and just get everything she wants. No, that's not how this works. Sometimes you have to think outside the box.
Y'all just want her to think with her box.
No, we want her to use her box and not destroy a whole universe because of that.
How would she fare on OnlyFans? Just
She'd
saying.
make a killing.
Or she will kill.
Or two.
Or she will kill someone.
I'm not at 200,000 in tips. Who's our first victim? Oh, shit.
Randoms. So let's talk about this Christine. So the movie opens up with the wedding. Christine. So who is this Doctor Strange? Who is the regular Doctor Strange, not the Defender Doctor Strange? So you said this is MAGA Strange?
No, I was just joking about that. I was saying it because the way he looked at the wedding, he was mad as fuck. He mad a nigga.
So yeah,
I'm sorry, a black man. check some clips out of here.
It's not gonna happen. We already been taken down on TikTok.
Oh.
So Strong J, if he was black, and Christine would have been married to a white man. How would that play out? Would Strong J give a fuck? Being at the
do
wedding?
black men really care? Do black men?
I didn't heard, but black dudes be hiding in bushes. I heard so many stories from these women out here. Baby daddies hiding in bushes.
Oh yeah, black men are crazy.
Some. You gotta put some on it.
Some black men are crazy. I have ran into a few of them.
Tell me more.
That sounds like rape. Actually, yeah, that verse of that song, that was rape. But damn, Grease. But
think about it.
Yeah, I could see that. But even if he was Stefan, the things that he was doing was obsessive for Christine. Sometimes you gotta let shit go. He was doing the same shit with Christine that Wanda was doing for those babies.
What was he doing for
He
Christine?
was looking for Christine in another multiverse so
Doctor
that
Strange.
he could have a Christine.
The other Doctor Strange.
Which one? The one that was with the Illuminati?
No, the evil Doctor Strange.
Oh, the third eye Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
He was looking for Christine in another multiverse because he could not have the Christine in his universe, but we out here dragging Wanda.
Yeah, because that wasn't the main Doctor Strange.
But those were her main kids either. Come on.
So I'm pretty sure that the multiverse is real. I know that it is real. I've seen it. So what if there's a multiverse where
you just saw the metaverse, nigga? Fuck out of here.
Say what?
You just saw the metaverse, nigga.
No, nigga, I've seen the multiverse.
You
I talk to myself. I talk to fucking Junie on a regular basis. Come on now. We had this discussion
According to him and her. According to him and her, they see each other in their dreams and they talk and they go on adventures in their dreams.
Like Rick and Morty or some shit?
Obviously. I mean, it's some pretty weird, creepy shit. I allow it. They're happy. It ain't inappropriate or no shit like that, but it's like, oh, I talked to Michael. Well, I didn't fucking call him. I talked to him.
Them dreams.
So what if there is a multiverse with you in it and you out here shooting and killing niggas? Do we judge you off that? We judge you now off of that?
You could. Because all of us are the same.
And that's
and that's the point of the movie is all of us are the same until we're not.
All in the same game.
But it's not true though. Because the one person who was not the same was Wanda. That was two different Wandas. So why does Wanda get to be different in a different universe, but everybody has to stick to the same prototype?
Yeah, Doctor Strange had to be, oh yeah, he tried to do this.
Well, they were all the
he all go back to the dark hole.
Is that the common issue with it's like we'll start to speak about women in a certain way, and then all of a sudden, like the man gets dragged. Like, well, the man be doing this. The man did that. Well, what about that time when da da da? Like, why is that always the case?
Yeah, it's common.
Because they want to avoid the accountability for their actions and they call us out for ours.
The same for men. It goes both ways.
Yeah, it's a human thing.
Yeah,
But
it goes both ways.
No, but here's the difference. Women who do it, well, that's just how women are. Men do it.
You change, bro.
You a bitch ass nigga. So
I also want to point out to you that there are more women than men.
of course. Yeah.
So the perspective is going to be what the majority is. And then also there are more men that want to be women than men.
What are the statistics?
That's a section. You get what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
to lean towards more that man hate.
Okay.
Does it make it right? Absolutely not. That means there's more people not taking accountability and placing blame. But it is what it is.
So that's why if there's the statistic that Kevin used to say is like it's like 4-1. So it's 4-1. That means 3 out of 4 are not getting married.
And these women are sharing men, some knowingly, some unknowingly. Also pay attention to the rise in the polyamorous relationships.
That's annoying.
It's already been risen.
I'm saying it's
yeah.
More and more people talk about it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, no, it's all competitive because I either get I'm poly with my boyfriend, or I'll get y'all niggas are sick. I know poly, you know. I'm like, goddamn, is that big of a deal where niggas have to post it on their page like no, or yeah, I guess we're at that time. Didn't see that back in the days.
yeah, because now there's more women than men, and sometimes it's better to share a piece of man than not to have a man at all. You don't see very many
I don't see the problems here.
You don't see very many opposite sexted.
What?
Where the woman has multiple men.
You don't see very many of those.
I see a couple of those pop up.
Because there's like more women than men. So it doesn't make sense.
Why does
a woman need multiple men?
Why does a man need multiple women?
Different things.
Different things.
Like what?
I could be into the same things that you're into. Yeah. I could want different niggas because I like different niggas. Like I want to feel a different penis on a.
So what you're saying is you would take extra men out of the dating pool for the 1 in 4, be the 3 out of 4 women just because you want something. You sound like Wanda right now.
Like that's a double standard. That is cool for a man to have multiple women, but it's not cool for a woman.
It statistically makes sense. If there's like a 1 to 4, if there's 1 man for every 4 women, then it should make sense for a man to have multiple wives.
Or I could just be a better bitch than the rest of you. And now you bitches get into a relationship with each other because I got your niggas.
Another way to play the game.
Not saying you're wrong. Not saying you're right. It is what it is, buddy. Do you. Whatever makes you happy.
Right. Like.
But don't be Wanda.
Don't do that.
So back to Christine. So Christine, per the movie, so she's marrying a brother. Dr. Strange said he cool with it, but was he really cool with it?
Nah. That nigga look bad as fuck. Nigga drank all the martinis and shit.
Where did I fail?
Yeah, bury this nigger with the hard ER.
Nigga.
And that's where I got the bag of strange. Because one scene he was looking at it, he had to look at it like it looked kind of racist. So I was like, yeah. I know a racist when I see one.
But yeah, that threw me off because I was like, damn, she married a black dude.
Yeah, but we see how they put us in that beta role.
Yeah, they kind of seem beta-ish.
Okay, but let's be real. I marry a woman. I'm at my wedding, and I'm not gonna ask my wife that just became my wife to, hey, I want to meet your ex-boyfriend. I'm a big fan of his.
What if he's The Rock?
I don't meet you. I got beat your ass,
Rock, nigga. I was Stone Cold fan, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I beat your ass on GP, nigga. What's up?
That's some cuck shit right there. That's what it is.
But yeah, I beat your ass on God. I beat your ass.
Yeah, so you have to.
I don't care what you do on TV, but this is real life. What's up?
Okay.
So you
still
have
get my ass, still get beat.
So
you
you
get
have-
beat down, but
So you have the black man in the cuckold position. Look after a white woman. We already said earlier what happened to the black man that messed with white women. He remains dead.
On both shows.
Tick dead.
On both shows.
So I expect that brother to be dead soon.
There's nothing wrong with interracial marriage, though.
He's all dead. He's
be
dead
strong,
inside.
though. Just be strong. Yeah, they'll be like, oh yeah, I want to meet your ex.
I
Oh
don't-
man, I love him.
I have to say that there is nothing wrong with interracial marriage.
I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. I'm saying in this instance, that's what it looks like.
I want to meet your ex.
Because you could be like he could be an alpha about the situation.
Hey, nah.
I want that fuck nigga at my goddamn
Let
wedding.
me tell you something. Tell you right now, I get married, your ex, somebody that I actually am a fan of and admire, let me meet that bitch.
Nah. Past it's past.
Your past could be my come up.
You better come up somewhere else.
Your past could be my connection to my future.
Nah.
That's ego and pride.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me play devil's advocate. Like, did that show Insecurity? If I say I don't want to meet your ex, then-
Yeah, absolutely.
What is the purpose of meeting the ex?
Well, I get it if it's like, I don't want to meet you if you just a regular. Like, I don't know. Like, you ain't got no kids together. Like, what do I need to meet you for? Why you even invite him?
Because they're still friends.
Nigga was dusted for 5 years.
So why well, I'm just speaking real world terms. Like, why y'all still,
He been dusted
Why
for
y'all ain't
5
work
years,
out?
but he been back for like 2 or 3.
why y'all ain't work out?
Sometimes
Because-
you're better as friends than you are in a relationship.
No, because
Because if I mess up,
No, because she wanted to hold the knife too.
she wanted someone to be her equal.
This nigga is sorcerer supreme. We're not equal, nigga. that.
They broke up before
he is not, technically
he
he is not
became
sorcerer. He is not Sorcerer Supreme.
And
Wong
let's be
is.
clear, they broke up way before he became Sorcerer Supreme. They broke up because even after your accident, I'm trying to take care of you, you bitch ass nigga. And all you doing is making it seem like I'm a burden on you and I'm helping your handicapped ass. Bitch, you don't have no hands.
That's the
Feed
reason-
your fucking self.
That's the reason why.
Here
That's
I
the reason
am.
why he's like, man, I ain't got time for this
Here
shit.
I am.
Now I'm a bitch ass
washing
nigga.
your stupid. Here I am
handicapped.
washing your stupid ass and wiping your balls and helping you shave your motherfucking face and helping you
Hey,
learn
man,
how to
calm
write
down,
your
calm
motherfucking
down,
name
calm
all
down.
over again.
Or shave your weak ass goatee.
And you in here treating me wrong.
Oh, fake ass Tony Stark goatee. nigga.
Go ahead and shave that weak ass goatee.
And you in here, you treat me
That's why
wrong.
I'm fucking a black man.
Towards the end of again.
He said it was toy because your dick small.
So yeah, what you just displayed right now is probably the reason why, like, dudes like with Doctor Strange did that. Cause she did she flip on him?
No, she didn't say anything.
She didn't say it
like
to his
that.
face.
No, she didn't say
She probably went to her
anything.
girlfriend and did that
No,
shit.
I mean,
Bitch ass
and
nigga.
it's okay to vent. Venting is okay. It's okay to vent.
So why is it okay
But-
to vent, but it's not okay for him to be down?
but-
He lost his whole career. Everything he worked for his whole life was just thrown away in
If
an
I'm trying
accident.
to, if I'm
Can it be frustrating?
rubbing you on your back and I'm, and I'm here for you and baby, it'll be okay. And I'm walking through this with you. I'm doing my best. And all you can do in your depression is lash out at me. Sometimes it's okay for me to put me first. I don't have to stand here and take this.
You are a selfish motherfucker.
No.
Well, that goes back to the conversation of conditional and unconditional. It's like given his situation and what he fell hard. He fell hard.
So if it was turned around and she got into an accident, he wouldn't have did the same thing.
He probably would pay somebody to do that. Because he probably been still out there like, hey, I got to handle this, but make sure she's
she
straight.
didn't have the money to be able to do that for him, and he didn't have any money to hire anybody because he spent everything he made.
Yeah,
so,
for the accident. Oh, you talking about that's the lifestyle?
He had student loans, nigga. What you mean?
No, he spent he spent.
He was living out. He was living.
Yes, he was living. He spent everything he made on materialistic things. So she's standing by your side. She's walking through this with you, but you don't have to keep verbally abusing me because you're going through something. I'm trying to stand beside you, not even trying. I am standing beside you. But at some point, enough is enough is enough. That doesn't make me selfish. That means I have a limit. Because if you can do this to me now, and we both know that you're never going to get that ability back in your hands, you're never gonna stop treating me this way. I'm going to have to live with this for the rest of my life. I am going to be verbally abused by you for the rest of my life. So you're saying, stick that shit out and become a female cuckold to him. Because I'm your nurse. I'm also now your provider. 100% your provider. I'm your physical therapist. I'm your sounding board. I'm your actual therapist. I'm your psychotherapist as well. But I have to do this for the rest of my life. That doesn't mean I'm a conditional lover. That doesn't mean our love is conditional. Your love was conditional for me based upon your abilities. Once you lost your abilities, you lost your ability to have love for me and to speak to me in a loving manner as I'm here with you, battling through this with you.
Let's be real. It wasn't like they were together. Like he was after it was like 2 or 3 years after the accident, he was still treated like that. It was probably the first 3-4 weeks. So miss me with the bullshit. She couldn't stick it out because she wanted to feel good, and you want to feel, everything is not always fucking happy. He might go through a 6 month to a year period where he was wilding like that, yes. But going back to my original point, conditional, unconditional. Unconditional means no matter what the fuck happens, I love you and I will stand by you. So whenever you have, I have my limit, I wait, that's the condition.
Oh, okay. So you know what? I am a conditional lover because you got one time to motherfucking hit me. That's a condition.
Okay.
You got one time to actually verbally come at me in a way that I feel like I can't fuck with you no more. That's a condition.
Have you hit a man?
No, I don't hit.
You've never hit a man?
You hit me.
You's a motherfucking liar.
You hit me.
You hit me. Not cute.
Yeah.
You hit me.
See, she's trying to set me up. Like she been talking like, oh yeah, the way you be talking about these women in leadership positions. Yeah, you hit me. Like that's the shit. That's the shit that get niggas jammed up.
No.
When I hit you.
We don't hit.
Yeah, but I'm about to say, but you better clean that
so
shit
you
up.
Never in your history of life.
But I know you didn't. I know you didn't hit
my brothers.
I know
absolutely.
The way you be talking about, these bitches, hit these bitches. Like I know you didn't hit several niggas.
No.
Okay,
so why do you come on the show and say bitches need to be hit, and then now say that's a condition for you?
It's not a condition for me.
You just said it was a condition for you.
I mean, it's not. I'm not. You're not gonna hit me. I do understand why some bitches need to be hit. Let's be clear.
So that lies.
So
the
why
problem.
were you hit?
I wasn't hit.
I know you weren't. I'm saying, but you said you got one time to hit you. Like, given your attitude and how you can come off, why were you hit?
I was my mouth probably.
So
not because I hit first, but because he was a bitch and my verbal assault struck his core.
So why is your verbal assault okay and should not be a boundary. But if a man responds physically, that is a problem.
Because if I don't hit you, don't hit me.
But you hit me verbally.
You just called Strong J a bitch ass nigga. He called him a handicap ass nigga. At his lowest point, that's
You're counting.
like that's one of them. Like, even though my hand fucked up, this is a backhand coming. It's like, damn, you didn't disrespect. You didn't disrespect. I could have got this fixed, but now
he can't do no spells no more. So let's slap it out.
So yes.
No, what's the video?
I'm just strictly the same. Yeah. So yeah, you can do anything when you're strictly disabled.
Don't. We watch the dumbest shit.
It's a TikTok video.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
I'm starting to see a sect of TikTok of
goofy shit.
No disabled people doing things.
Oh,
I watch it on his TikTok. I don't even have
I don't have to.
I don't have TikTok.
This nigga.
And he saves them to show me.
Look at it here.
Should be funny though. Y'all would have never saw nigga if it wasn't for me.
That is correct.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah.
I
give me my props.
The greatest TikTok of all time.
Yeah, you got. Yeah.
God damn
it. Yeah. But no, I don't hit, and I don't want to be hit. But I do understand why bitches get hit.
Okay, so
like if I put myself in a situation to where like I hit you first. Mm-hmm. And you don't hit me, but I continue to hit you, and I'm starting to get the best of you because I got a little bit of hands on me. Slide, like, and you keep telling me to stop. Slide.
Slide you or slide out the way? Slide out the
like I'm slide me and then slide out the door. Hands been earned.
But okay, so this is my overall point. I'm not condoning hitting women at all.
Me neither.
What I'm saying is,
you are. Yes, you are.
You say that. I'll say what I can say. Yeah, we don't condone hitting women because you never know what perspective you will get. Because I can see a perspective where I see why a woman got hit, and I can see a perspective of even that wasn't enough to actually hit a woman. Just like, to set it off, them like their reasons were to rob a bank, but
fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Now there's a gun involved. Yeah, I would be shit out of it. Yeah.
Fair.
If my life is threatened.
So if she shoots at you, but don't hit you,
she gets lit.
Slide.
Because I have the rule that if once a gun is pulled on me, then that means my life is in danger, even if you're playing. So I will fight you. I will do whatever.
That's how niggas do it.
What you hit me for?
Yeah, there's
put a gun in my face.
Yeah, I'm full. Like I'm trying to kill you now. Yeah,
slide.
I think you're trying to kill me.
Condition. Slide. Okay, move on.
So the watch, that was a pivotal thing that we broke down. So it ties into Christine. So the watch. So where is it at?
She bought him that.
Yeah, she bought him that early because in the movie, the Doctor Strange 2 movie, there was a point where they stepped into something and it showed them a memory. Mm-hmm. And the watch.
That part was stupid. So they have no money, but they just walking by. Let me show you your memories for a discount price, but you didn't pay nobody.
That's the fruit, man.
So where'd the money come from? So you just showing niggas those
like
samples?
That. Nope, it may be like that out of time thing.
So them niggas lost a minute of their life for that shit.
But it makes sense to me for part one to where when he got to Kathmandu and the niggas was trying to rob him outside of their door.
Oh, for the watch.
For the watch. And he fought for his life to save that watch.
You get back to the other tunnels, boy. That watch is the key.
So the watch represents value. Christine giving him a glimpse of his future paths of being a high value man, because that was a valuable watch. So then Watch also means watch them niggas that's close to you and make sure they do what they supposed to do, because you know
they be thinking about
smoking you, never personal. Nowadays it's the ways. Shout out to Nas. So yeah, so watch them niggas. Then on a different level, so there's layers to this. So watch is the key to opening the door to get to the book of Ashanti. Oh, baby. Right. So Strange leveled up and became a high-valued man. Once there, everyone around him was bringing him down, talking about his past, Christine. So at the end, he fixes the watch at the end, telling young players to fix themselves by watching them niggas, aka becoming more aware of what is around you. The watch.
If I may add on.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
So once he became a high value man, aka the Sorcerer Supreme, or the man next to the man.
Next to the man. Next to the man. Next to the goddamn man.
Because that really Wong was the Sorcerer Supreme.
Right.
But even like the dude in the at the wedding talking about, yeah, was that the only thing that could have been done? Like, damn, nigga, you weren't there. Like, act like you would have made a better decision. So niggas don't understand what it takes to make those type of decisions. So they talking down about, could he have really? Did he really take that path? You have him destroying cities, fighting monsters and shit. We really could have just threw that monster in a goddamn another dimension and kept it moving. So he has a lot of hate coming his way from different places. So
and that ties into what we spoke about before the show, which we'll save. We do not let the cat out the bag. My realization, the realization that I had in regards to high expectations, with this movie being that it was a high expectation and I felt like I was let down. After another event happened, I was let down, but then I came to the realization like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? How dare I speak about somebody's work and I ain't doing shit. So it ties into what you were just talking about with like, hey, you could have just did that, bitch. What the fuck? You can't even keep your job. You about to get fired. But you gonna tell me how to save the world in a different way.
So you had a better solution for beating Thanos. I got a time zone. You have your mind. So what would you have done?
Yeah, you probably wasn't one of the first niggas to get dusted. So back to the movie. So overall, let me go ahead and wrap this up. So overall, what this movie represents is the feminist movement, Wanda, Christine, against the alpha males, the Kevin Samuels, which were represented by Dr. Strange, Tariq Nasheed, and we said Tariq Nasheed is the third eye because he switched from being the player, the Mac lessons, to Hidden Colors. So the third eye represents the wokeness. So he opened his third eye and began doing Hidden Colors and talking about race soldiers and stuff like that. He
opened his third eye and found his wife.
Yeah, he settled down too.
Peanut was there the whole time.
Cool. Oh, she was there before?
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about Dr. Strange.
Oh.
He opened up his third eye.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. He found...
Clea.
Charlize.
But he also made peace.
She been working hard. 2 jobs every day. Gone, girl. Making time for my children. Showing them the way.
But he did... what happened with Strange? He came to the realization. What realization did he come to? Dealing with Christine. To open the door for Clea to come through.
That you modern women always want to be in the spotlight.
And sometimes it's okay to share it with you.
Nah. He didn't come up with that.
I don't know what that. I was gonna say
he apologized for not sharing the knife. He did.
No, he said, I love you and I know
I love you in all universes.
What is okay? So once again, what is sharing the knife? What does that mean?
She wanted to be not below him in the relationship. Like he was a very narcissistic, selfish person. Okay. Share more than your materialistic shit with me.
Like
you
what?
Can't. love me in every universe now, but when we were together, I never felt loved.
Nigga, I was in a car accident.
Before you were in a car
And
accident?
you should have bought me that watch. I was doing something right. Bought me that expensive watch. You ain't got no bread.
I loved you. You never showed me love back.
You look very loving in that restaurant.
That was
getting something.
He
He was getting a present.
Hey, baby, how was your day? Look at that. What you got there?
That for me?
So
he made peace, which opened the door for Clea to come through.
Clea.
And Wanda finally, that last scene where people was telling like, hey, the whole movie, like, hey, them not your kids, homie. And she was like, man, I don't give a fuck. Them is my kids. And then at the end, after she done destroyed lives and realities and a whole slew of, she destroyed the Illuminati and almost destroyed Mid-Wanda. Then she finally realized, these ain't even my kids. So
No,
my bad.
No. This was my problem. No.
Get the H to move on them.
Let me dip out into another universe.
Let me
Okay, so if you may, if I may, so I rewatched this movie last night. Let me tell you what actually happened.
Stepping over dead niggas.
No. She was about to beat the shit out of our America, and then America like, oh yeah, let me put you in front of these kids. They see how you beat my ass and shit. So then the kids see her, they're like, "Oh, you're a witch!" And they ran behind the goddamn stairs and shit. And then
that was gonna protect them.
I know, right? And then she pip slapped the mom across the goddamn kitchen, and then went to the kids talking about, "Why are you screaming for her? I would never hurt a soul."
Bitch,
oh no, I hurt myself. You know, like the 87 dead niggas back in the goddamn other universe. She forgot about them niggas. It's like, oh, I never hurt a soul. Bitch, you the Illuminati.
Gone. They don't even exist no more.
That was you. that was you. And that was she had to realize, like, oh, I've gone too far. I must destroy the Darkhold.
That's where the shit just ended. Like hurry up. Oh yeah, I came to the realization. Oh man, these ain't my kids. Boy, I need to kill myself.
Yeah, like
I don't want you lame ass niggas. These are lame ass kids no more.
There's like literally no accountability there. It's like, oh shit.
Let me go kill myself, so I don't have to take. So I don't have to take accountability.
Sounds like an episode of For My Man.
What is that?
A show about Black women that do stupid shit for dudes, and then most of them end in tragedy.
Doing like buying them stuff?
No, like so.
Why is there a show called For My Man?
So one Black lady was a correctional officer.
So she
broke her inmate boyfriend out of jail. They went on the run for like 10 days, and then after they were caught, she killed herself.
I thought those are white people.
No, For My Man is a Black show.
No, I literally saw that just happen somewhere. It was two white guys. It was the white guy and a white lady. No, it literally just happened like last week.
This is For My Man. This episode is like 3 years old.
Okay, I'm saying it literally just happened in real life.
I didn't know nothing about that, but
it ended the exact same way too.
She killed herself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
So yeah, so in Blackifying the end of this, so they were actually on Maury. It was a Maury show. Like, you're not the mother of these kids. So yeah, you're not the mother of the kids.
Not making this shit up.
And then she was like, "All right, let me go."
So yeah, she ran off the stage. She ran and ran and ran and ran to go ahead and destroy the Darkhold. So Maury, shout out to Maury.
Can we talk about how she literally set the whole movie trying to capture and take the powers from a child and could not do it? And then B, when she went head up, straight up, the child whooping ass, even though she beat Agatha and all these other people. They did mad at Ultron Centuries and shit.
No,
well, based on our
if you can control the multiverse, your powers are limitless.
Yes, but you are 16 years old. You don't know how to throw hands. You've never been in a fight. You've been in utopian paradise. You don't know how to throw hands.
She hasn't since her parents got sucked into that.
So somebody in the universe showed her how to fight?
Probably. You don't know where. We actually don't know where she's been.
Okay, so I would dare say that Wanda has been training enough longer than she's been alive, to where that should have been a light fight. Like not even on a physical, like on a physical side, just if she's like kicked off the mountain or something, like, get the fuck out of here, kick it to another universe and call it a day.
But based on our casting, so it's actually a fight between the feminist movement and the beta going to alpha male. So it's the alpha male or the beta males who are like the who are getting a rep up, like the what's the podcast with the dudes that's popping right now? Fresh and Fit.
Womp.
So yeah, so it's like they will represent the Chavez America or America Chavez. So it's like the end scene is actually the fight between the feminist movement, which represents Wanda, going against trying to take out the aspiring to be alpha men.
So what you're saying
on their hero's journey.
So at the end, when she showed her kids the vision of like the picture of her fighting all that stuff, so that was basically like the beta men, the beta turning into alpha men, showing the modern woman, these are what your kids are thinking about you. This is the future. This is what they think about women. Yeah, that's what they'll see about women. And that's what's going to change them.
Yeah, that's definitely a tactic that can be used.
I don't see how that I don't think in real life that would actually change.
Mirror. So yes.
Can't please everybody.
So yeah. So again, this movie is basically Blackifying. It is a representation of what we see on the day-to-day basis, with the division, with the feminist movement, Wanda, the Doctor Stranges, which represent like Kevin Samuels, the Tariq Nasheeds. We have the Illuminati, which is like we said, the Boule, the Black Boule, pretty much controlling the image. Whereas in the scene where they were like, Dr. Strange was like, hey, you need to be, you shouldn't be concerned about me. You should be concerned about Wanda, the witch. And they was like, man, we ain't concerned about no bitch. We ain't worried about that. We worry about you because we know what you can do. So it's like, we not worried about the Kevin we worried about the Kevin Samuels and the Tariq Nasheeds, but we not worried about the feminist movement. So we ain't worried about that. And then what did the feminist movement do, i.e. Wanda, do to the Illuminati? She destroyed them easily.
Light work.
Exactly. So again, so this is what we took from the movie. This is how we interpreted the movie Blackifying Doctor Strange 2. Let's see. How do you just talking about segment 3? You talking about the image. Well, I was talking about the image, but you were saying how Chavez showed the other multiverse Wanda and the children, the witch Wanda, and as a tactic, and I said as a tactic used to show them the future. Like, what are some things to rectify this divide that we have or that we see with the melanated man and the melanated woman, the division?
I think we need to essentially understand like our expectations or our wants or essentially needs to be checked and balanced, because I think we put a lot of things ahead in relationships that don't really actually matter. And that's why we have a lot of women like, oh, I want to do this. I want a man who does this. He has to do this. But then like, okay, so like with Kevin Samuels, we start breaking it down. Like, okay, what kind of life do you want? Oh, I don't really want to work. I want to be home, take care of the kids. Okay, how much a man need to make? Oh, probably like $400,000. Okay, so how many men on Earth make $400,000? Like 1%. Okay, so you all are really all y'all women are fighting over 1% of men. But then when you bring up the rest of the men, it's like, oh, that's like settling. Like that is disrespectful.
But would they be settling if these 1% men? Would they be settling if they take you in?
Yes. So it's okay to be the one settled for, but you don't want to settle. Have to be fair. I would say just treat everybody like the golden rule. Treat everyone. Work on yourself. Just work on yourself. It's not about the black man or the black woman. That's about the black nucleus of a family. Nigga, worry about yourself, and maybe you can start a good nucleus of a black family. And then once you do that, then that's how you help out.
Well,
But first, you
have
have to do is
help
fix
out.
yourself.
Well, you don't even have to help out. Just be an example. That's where I'm at in life. Self-preservation, build myself up. I can just be an example. I'm not about to sit here and teach you and try to coach you. I can give you some game if you're receptive and, give you some here and there, but I'm not about to be on a level of like a teacher, got courses to show you how to be XYZ. It's like, hey, just see what I do. Look at my my moves and how I carry myself and my actions, how I, how I speak, how I think, and how I move at the end of the day, and let that be an example and inspiration, and then go from there. You can interpret it how you want to and take what you will, and level yourself up. So yeah, you are correct. Work on yourself, get clear with what you want, know what you want, and be able to not only just know it in regards to writing it down, but also verbalizing it. Also being able to go deep into what it is, because it's like, hey, I want a high value woman. Okay, what is that? What is high value? What does that mean? What does that look like? What does it break that down for me? And if I can't break that down, then I need to go back to the drawing board. So,
and then also keep this in mind. The next step after that is, what are you going to need to do to maintain what you want? That's another thing we forget about. We put all the effort into I'm going to do all this, I'm going to do this. I'm
just to get it.
And then when you get it,
it's gone. Mm-hmm. It feel good.
Easy part is getting it. Hardest part is keeping it, motherfucker. What you want? You a house? You a car? What do you think? Anyway.
Shout out to Dr. Drizzy. Dr. Dre, not Drizzy. Dr. Dre. Let me put some respect on Dr. Dre's name.
What solution you got for us, woman? Just like a typical black woman now. No solutions. Oh!
Mind your business.
Ooh, God damn.
You know what?
That's a solution that'll help everybody.
You know what?
Fix your own house. Don't worry about what's going on in mine.
Sounds like someone's deflecting.
No, just
worry about you. Like what?
No.
So what's to get the black man's blame?
No.
So what can a black woman? How do we do that? Worry about you? Oh, okay.
There's no such thing as how we can do better.
I actually agree with that.
Shit is the way it is. So
it's just the way it is.
Worry about yourself and wrap it up. Because there's no speech or soliloquy that needs to be given. Shit is the way it is, and it's not gonna change. Worry about yourself.
Oh yeah.
Make you happy.
Self-preservation.
Still, I see no changes. Get a little peace.
War in the streets and there's war in the Middle East. All right, so that concludes today's show. This is season 9, Divine but Out of Line, meme number 98, Nueve Ocho, Blackifying Doctor Strange 2, hashtag rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, hashtag RN Strange, hashtag RN stands for real nigga, not registered nurse, hashtag Wandisha, hashtag Vashon, hashtag Africa Jones, hashtag Illuminati, hashtag live and learn. Dun, 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 dun. You got to live and learn. Oh, go.
Realize or die.
Exactly. Hashtag the Book of Ashanti. Murder Inc. Hashtag
oh baby.
Farewell Fee. So, this is the episode where we discussed 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Memories like they used to be. Blackified the strange madness, and then the Illuminati, the cure. So join us on Patreon in 2 weeks, or next week, as we do meme number 99, where we react to Oklamas. Okay, llamas. I said Oklamas. Okay, llamas.
Oklahomas.
Okay, llamas, or Kendrick Lamar's new album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. We're coming back around full circle to where we started with the 99 in the 100th episode. Boom. So where you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting seasons 8 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 7, pre and post shows and exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast. Donate, support, and become a meme or a memer. In closing,
I'm gonna get out of here the way I came in. 1 + 1 = 1 on a bun, son.
Oh, memories.
Classic.
Memories like they used to be. I used to close the show. I remember. That's always been doing everything is everything is everything is.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow. Hey. Well, everything is everything. Everything is what is. It is what it is. To the date. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. I should have handed you the picture. It was in the car.
We was in your
It was in the car too. God
We
dang.
was in your car.
Yeah, I gotta get it to you. It's in the back. Sorry.
And I end by saying, life is but a meme. You can dream, express, or have no chill. But at the end of the day, we can go fuck how you feel. This is the MEME Podcast. When it comes to Black entertainment, we reign supreme, all facts. We are the Supreme MEME Team. We cloud chasing, keeping up, and about waking people up. We honor both. If you have a problem with that, pull up if you want that smoke. And it'll be that way until I say cease.
We outta here.
Peace.
You're now listening to MEME. MEME. You're now listening to MEME. Yeah, yeah.